with me to sit on the couch with the dogs. I've already moisturized my face with the Avant 8-Hour Radiance Renewal Sleeping Mask because I have extremely dry skin right now. And I'm going to get started with the eyes. I am using All About That Base by J-Cat Beauty eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to put that all over the lid. I'm just going to take some of my face powder. I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Setting Powder. A flat synthetic brush. I'm going to set that a little bit so it's not too sticky for when we go in with our colors. Helps it blend a little easier. Go in with a blending brush and a nice neutral shade. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. We're just going to wing it and see what happens. And this is just my blending color, my base for my transition. I'll have to excuse my nails. I was spray painting and they need to be done. There's a little more of a gap than I'd like on the edges. And can't get the paint out. Next, I'm going to take an even smaller blending brush, more of a tapered blending brush. And it's clean, trust. I've been cleaning everything a little more than I typically do because, you know, Corona. And I'm going to take the ColourPop Smoke Show palette. I'm going to take the color Slated, apply this a little lower in my crease. Just use little windshield wiper motions back and forth. You're gonna blend that into the transition color. I'm gonna take that original blending brush and I'll go back over those edges. No additional product. Blend it out even more. Next, I'm going to take a flat shader brush here, and I'm going to go in with the color Full Metal, and this is going on the lid. That brush and pack it on the lid. Don't worry if it's a little fallout or if you kind of mess up like I did there. That's why I usually do my eyes first. Easier cleanup for after. Now, I'm going to take a small definer brush here and dip it into a little bit of a deeper black shade and go into my outer corner. Smoke it out even more. Don't be afraid to get in there and blend. You can always add more if you feel like you've blended the color away. I'd rather blend and then have to add than have super harsh lines when we're done. I'm going to take a little bit of the color Starstruck. It's a bright silver. Just pop it right in the center of the lid. Give it a slight halo effect just to brighten it up a little. I am gonna add lashes, and I don't want it to get too dark. I've got hooded eyes. I still want a little bit of light coming through. I'm gonna take that darker, the brush that we had the darker color, and blend those edges just a bit. Now, I'm gonna do a little liner on top. Actually, no, that'll work. We'll do that. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper Black, one of my favorites. Easy to use. Okay, now we're gonna get started on the face. So as like I said, I've already moisturized, but I am gonna prime a little, not a lot. My face doesn't typically like primer, and I don't get oily. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Tatcha Silk Canvas just on my chin. My nose. A little bit on the center of my forehead, but not a lot. And a little bit of this stuff goes a very long way. I'm trying out a new foundation today. It is the Roden & Fields Radiant Defense Perfecting Liquid. I think I'm gonna have to mix a couple of shades. We'll see. Maybe not. I'm gonna add a little bit. That was in the shade Shell 1. I'm gonna add a little bit of beige too. Just a little. I'm gonna use my AOA Studios damp blending sponge. So far, I'm liking the foundation. It's not heavy. Definitely not a full coverage foundation. It's more of a light to medium, probably. I can still see, obviously, my little freckles, which sometimes I like. Typically, I like to be matte and pretty covered, but this would be a good everyday use foundation if you still want to look like skin. Yeah, I still need more coverage on the nose. Let's see. See if I can build it. Not bad. Yeah, I'd say it's definitely a light to medium coverage. I apologize. I know that triggers some people when I snort, but I live in Kentucky and it's allergy season, so it is what it is. Now I am taking the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer because your girl's got some real bad under eye circles. Blame it on genetics and allergies. I mix two colors. I mix light ivory and fair neutral. And that's what I was talking about, doing my eye first, because you can clean up any little mistakes. Take a big fluffy powder brush. And press the powder into my foundation. Like I said before, I typically like to be pretty mattified. I don't like shine unless I put it there. I'm gonna bake a little on my nose. The first place I lose my makeup because I blow my nose all the time. Again, allergy probs. Not bad. I'm liking the foundation. Now we're going to take a little bronzer and give some life back to the face. Taking the NARS Laguna bronzer, one of my favorites. And a little Wet n Wild brush that, again, I love. Give me a jawline, because Lord knows I ain't got one. A little on the forehead. On the forehead, you want to stay on the edges and where you would naturally get sun. I don't really contour. I just let the bronzer do it for me. Blend it in just a bit with our powder brush. No excess product. Like my Shore Shack t-shirt. Okay, now for blush. I have a BH Cosmetics Nude Blush 10 color blush palette that I bought and never used. So we'll do a little something with that. I'm going to keep it somewhat nude on the blush, but still need to give a little life to the cheeks. Fun fact, I love blush. Most of the time, I go overboard. I blame it on my mom. Now, for the highlight. I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Face Palette. Glow Face Palette, I'm sorry. And, I don't know what the shade is called, but there you go. Taking a smaller highlighting brush on the tops of my cheeks. Ooh, yes. It smells like summer, and it makes me want to go outside. I need a peach. I'm just taking that blush brush, no excess powder on it, no extra. Just blending that in. If you feel like you've gotten a little low with your bronzer, you just take your face sponge and go right under and clean it up a little bit. Now let's finish the eyeballs. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do brows real quick. I don't typically do a lot with my brows. They're pretty thick, so I just like to fill in the sparse parts. This is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Retractable Brow Pencil. And I'm not sure what color. Oh, medium brown. Just kidding. Than I usually do on my brows, but it'll do. I just set them in place with the e.l.f. Wow Brow Tinted Brow Gel. Sometimes if I'm doing just an easy everyday look, I will just put this in my brows. No other brow product. Brows are sisters, not twins, clearly. I need to do a little highlight on the brow. I'm going to go ahead and go in with that highlight we used for our face. And hit right on that brow bone. I'm going to go in under the lash line because, you know, I like to smoke things out. And I'm going to use that same, just a touch of that black that we used for the outer corner on a flat brush. And set that outer half right up against the lash line. I'm going to take a Sigma pencil brush with that medium gray and kind of smudge it, smoke it out even more. And if you get any fallout, again, just take your powder brush, knock it off. Don't, you know, go all up in there with it. Just kind of barely knock it off. I'm going to take another clean pencil brush and go in with the face highlight for my inner corner. Bring a little brightness there. There we go. I'm going to take a pencil liner, any kind of black pencil liner you like, and line the waterline. I just love how that looks, especially with a smoky eye. Just finishes it off for me. Now we are going to do lashes. So curl them just a bit. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise in Mystic Black. This is honestly one of my absolute favorite mascaras of all time. Just do a quick coat. Don't forget the bottom. I have ridiculously long bottom lashes. I wish my top were as long as my bottoms. We're getting there. I do have chapstick on my lips because dry everything. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab my lashes. These are the Demi Wispies from Ardell. And I am using the, I don't know, Kiss Eye Glue Premier Strip Lash Adhesive. I like it because it's blue, so you can see where you put it. And it's just on a little brush. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this on our lashes and get them nice and tacky, so they're easier to apply. Once they're a little tacky, look down and just set them right on top of your lashes. You can always move them around, and just take my little lash tool and kind of crimp them together with my natural lash. Honestly, I could have went with a bigger lash for this look, but I don't want to. For lips, I want to do a nude. Even though I don't really love nude, I tend to like more of a color, or like a My Lips but better. So I'm using a BH Cosmetics waterproof lip liner. I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Color Riche in Jennifer's Nude over top. I think I want to top it with just a little bit of gloss. This is the Too Faced Jordan Woods collab lip gloss in Social Butterfly. Oh yeah. There we go. And that is my final look. Not too shabby. Wasn't sure if I could still do hair and makeup after, you know, being out of work for a few weeks. Anyway, if you like this look, you liked hanging out with me, please click subscribe, like, share, all those things. I will try my best to link all of the products I use in the description box. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.